Hi, I'm here with my friend Bruce Woodburn with Cross Country Mortgage. Bruce helps all of my clients obtaining mortgage and financing for the purchase of their homes. And Bruce has a phenomenal program for people that were affected by Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. And I have a few questions for Bruce to find out more how we can assist those families in need. First of all, Bruce, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Franklin. It's always a pleasure doing these interviews with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. My first question, Bruce, who is eligible for this program?
Well, the program is designed for people that were affected by a presidential national disaster. So the whole island of Puerto Rico qualifies for it. Now, what somebody would have to do is, first of all, be able to show evidence that their house is uninhabitable.
Okay.
Meaning that it doesn't mean it was blown away, doesn't mean it's completely destroyed, but it's really not livable under standard living quality. So you may not have power, you may not have water, maybe part of it is destroyed, but you've got to show evidence that you live there and that it's really a challenge to live there presently.
Okay. And what is the amount of down payment that the person will have to put to buy a home?
So what the program is designed to do is that if we have a family that was affected by Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico and they want to move here, the program allows for 100% financing or zero down payment.
Really?
It does.
Fantastic, fantastic. So those people have to be working here in the U.S., in the mainland?
Well, if they are employed, yes. So let's just qualify that. If we had an individual that may have been employed in Puerto Rico and maybe they can work remotely, like an IT person or somebody that can work remotely, then it wouldn't really matter where they live as long as their employer will verify that they can live and work remotely. Obviously, that can't work if you are a plumber working in Puerto Rico and living here. However, if you're retired, then of course you can live here.
Okay.
If you need employment in order to qualify, then you have to have a job here. You can't use your job in Puerto Rico to buy a primary residence, and these are only for primary residences here on the mainland.
Okay. And if someone has a mortgage in their house in Puerto Rico,
Right.
But they can live in the house, do they still qualify to buy here?
Well, I'll tell you something. Not only do they qualify, now they still have to qualify for income credit and assets, okay? But with no down payment and with a great realtor like you that negotiates closing costs for their buyer, you can get in for little to no money out of pocket, right? But the thing is if they had a home in Puerto Rico and they owned it and there's a mortgage on it, I don't have to count that mortgage against them to qualify for the house here.
Okay.
Secondly is you don't have to be a homeowner in Puerto Rico to qualify for this. If you are a tenant living in a house that you can't really live in anymore and you can prove that you live there and it's uninhabitable, then show evidence that it's uninhabitable. You can be a tenant. Come on over here. Let's get a job and let's get you into a new home.
Fantastic. Well, folks, you hear it from the expert, Bruce Woodburn. Let's help those families in Puerto Rico that are in need. There are some families that were right on the fence before the hurricane, and this might be the opportunity for them to make the move and join you here in the mainland. Bruce, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
One more thing that's super important. Time is of the essence.
Okay.
The president, when he announced it, it only is good for 12 months. We've already chewed up more than 1 month. We got less than 11 months remaining. So this program doesn't exist forever. The time is of the essence. So it's important you get over here. Let's get the job arrangement taken care of, and let's get you into a house.
So you hear that. I know we all know people in Puerto Rico. Let's help them. Give us a call, 917-559-6448. Thank you, Bruce. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Awesome. Great. Thank you.